Working on the S14 today. Went to Apple Valley Speedway the other day, and on the first lap, pretty much popped the e-brake line. And I'm getting a bit of death wobble. So if you know what death wobble is, you probably drive a 1991 Jeep XJ lifted on some blown out rough country kit. No one knows about that. So basically, like, when you hit a bump or you start going above 40, the steering wheel vibrates violently and it feels like the car's gonna fall apart. But this thing's got new rack bushings, new OEM rack, new power steering pump, new tie rod ends, new everything. So it really doesn't make any sense. We got a lot of S chassis guys, a lot of car and truck guys here, so I'm sure we can figure it out.
All right, so here at Hoonigan, we like to crew up with all of our friends and help out. You know, no matter what's going on, you got a small thing happening, you got a big thing happening. So here's all of Vinny's friends helping him work on his car.
No, they're all coming. They just lost the. They lost the
invite.
Yeah, it's just because it's a weekday and they're at work.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I'll help you out. I'm just kidding. Of course I'll help Vinny out. Vinny's the homeboy.
All right, so first things first, I gotta bleed the brake because right now it has no pressure, so you can't actually see where fluid's leaking out. So we're gonna bleed the hydro lines, really crank on it, build pressure up in the line, and we should be able to see where it's leaking because it leaks fast. You wanna pull off that reservoir and see if the fluid level has gone down at all.
You gotta pull that rubber piece out too.
What rubber piece?
Stuck in there.
Oh. All right. So that lost a bit of fluid.
I lost a lot of fluid, but I can't see a leak anywhere.
But you only did one bleed, right?
Yeah. Could it be leaking?
I looked around here. There's
a little wetness, but I was thinking that could have been from like a pour. But like I have carpet, like you would smell it.
Right. It would be kind of saturated. That much fluid.
This is all wet.
On the underside?
Yeah, but
is that not from filling up?
There's no like moisture on the ground here. Keep cranking it and see if you could see fluid going down. Or we could top it off, do a bleed, and you could see the pressure difference in it. Open. Oh, you're down. Using a cactus cooler to catch the Alright, pump it. So does it feel different? It's like at the top now, right?
Well, it's a little further towards the top, yeah. Oh, I felt something weird. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it felt good for a minute there.
And then it goes away.
Yeah, I
wonder if the master could be blown.
I don't know.
Because there's no visible leak.
Right. But where would the fluid be going?
I don't know.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, I don't really know how that makes sense.
So you think that Micah Diaz might have not bled it good enough? Maybe. All right, so we gave her one last little bleed. Couple air bubbles coming out still at the end of it.
Yeah, so I think we might have, it seemed like the right rear at the caliper had a little bit of a loose fitting at the track. And I think Micah and I just rushed a quick bleed because it worked for a sec, but then we pulled it on the trailer and it was dead again. So I think we just kind of rushed the bleed, had an air bubble in it still.
Yeah.
So.
Because I mean that's way better engagement now. Wait, why'd you close me in?
Huh?
Why'd you close me in?
And I think what we're gonna do is like.
I would put it all the way up to the seal.
Yeah, so we'll run it.
Send Ron up in it.
Back up?
I think it'd be easier
Back
for
in.
Damn it.
Going up.
All right, so before I was mentioning that I was getting some death wobble issues, we took that out on the road and we filmed a little GoPro clip of it in the engine bay, and it's really hard to tell what's going on there because nothing is like wildly wrong. Figure what we're gonna do actually is Brian had a good idea, is put the car on the lift, run it with the power steering on, and then turn the wheel all the way one way and like jam it. This way you can inside the car force the wheel another way and see if we could see anything move. Because I replaced the hubs and all the other parts around it, and there's no wobble in the wheel, front to back, side to side, up and down, anything. So we just got to get under it, take a look, see if we can figure anything out, because it's super frustrating. It's my street car, so not being able to go on like freeways and stuff is pretty weak. Can we go up any higher?
We can. I was just thinking of how we should lock the wheel right.
So if we were to like let go of the steering wheel, Ron, do that, and then we could put like maybe a block of wood here to here or something.
Yeah, that could work.
If only that was the right size right off the bat.
Oh yeah. All right, I'll cut this piece of wood.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
I told you I had friends to help me work on cars.
What are you doing?
Trying to fix my steering issues, fix my handbrake.
Definitely get me cutting wood.
Yeah, no, we need you to be cutting wood. So Brian, tell us your technique here. What do you got here? You got a 3/8 bit miter drive rotisserie saw?
Yeah, it's a rotisserie saw.
Lots of tools for all you that think he's just a tool whore.
Just hands down the crappiest circular saw. I don't know why it always binds.
Did you measure?
No.
You're just eyeballing it?
Oh, cut 5 times, never measure.
Oh, this is fucking measurements. Brian, let's go back to this.
Is that wide fab?
Let's just go back to this precision.
Think like right about there.
What do you mean?
There you go. It's just close. We just needed to stop it so he can turn the wheel in and we can force the system.
Whatever you say, bub.
I'm gonna go eat lunch, though. Good luck.
You might have just thought that was on a slider, but that was your boy working the hip flexors. Turn it, Ron. There you go. That's gonna work great.
Yeah, that works.
All right, so if you're wondering what the hell we're doing, the thought behind this is that when you wedge this wood here, when Ron turns the car on and tries to turn the steering wheel to the passenger side,
We should see what's flexing.
we should be able to see what the flex
or
on the
just
bottom.
blow the power steering pump and rack. But whatever. Figure out what
Yeah, Ron, don't turn it too hard, just enough to, you know, do the thing.
All right, so Ron, just a little bit, the other way. All right, stop there for a second. All right, let's watch this one first. Let's go piece by piece. Let's watch this corner first. All right, give it a push.
Oh shit, I found it.
Where is
I
it?
don't know, maybe.
Wait,
Look at the steering rack.
go again. Oh yeah, steering rack's moving.
The whole subframe.
Oh yeah, hold up, bring the steering back.
Dad! Jose! I need an S chassis pro!
Take a look at this. You think the subframe should be moving this much? By the way, what you eating? It's a little Alfredo. It's a good time.
Turn it on.
See the whole subframe shifting?
Okay.
Do it again.
That's it.
Is that the rack pushing?
I mean, does that seem like a lot?
It's like chopped and welded.
Someone definitely tried to weld. Someone tried to weld the seam on it. It looks like someone tried to seam weld it, probably make it stronger. And now, turn the wheel the other way on the other side. Go the other direction. Keep going all the way. All right, come back slowly. All right. Give it a little bit.
The rack moves a lot.
That's a lot.
But the whole subframe is moving. The whole subframe is moving.
That looks pretty solid to me.
Ron, can you shut it off for a second? I mean, I'll say this. I mean, I haven't driven with you to see how bad the vibration is.
Yeah,
But like, this might be something really simple, but that bad of a groove in your tire will cause a wobble.
No, we changed. We put Hertz.
Oh, you did try it with different ones?
Try with
Okay.
Hertz Blitz on the front. I mean, we could put one of these wheels on a balancer and see how often.
Yeah, but the cut in that tire is gonna throw the wheel off really bad.
Also,
It's like a big, like my F350, and I get it. It's a truck.
Well, Hertz tires were like brand new.
I rotate. Yeah. I love that this is like a mukbang. Everyone's just eating. You're eating. You don't even work here. You brought that with you? Did
It was in the car.
Did you microwave
an
it
unplanned
in the
stop.
kitchen?
I'm eating it cold.
It was meant to, I actually
It
brought
was
a
an
cooler. I brought a
unplanned
cooler.
stop. You're so Larry David right now.
Well, it'd be nice if we could take the car to the garage and go give it the old try, but
What are you gonna do?
just drive it?
Yeah.
Why can't you?
But have you changed anything that would make it different?
No.
Dude, just put wheels on the front to start.
Ron just hasn't asked to come down or anything.
No,
He's like, okay,
Yo,
Ron's still,
it's the last
Ron's
time.
still in the car.
Yo, it's because Ron's taking a nap. The dude hasn't gotten to chill in so long.
Just forgot he was up there.
I'm still looking at IS 300s.
There you go. There you go.
Anyway, I'm back down, and I have my buffalo chicken wrap, and now we're gonna go test out, well, steering and handbrake, right?
Yeah, so we rigged up GoPros on the bottom side of the car and in the engine bay. So this way we can go make a death wobble, and then we'll review on the camera where it's at, and if we could see what's shaking. My theory, not gonna see anything, but I'm a pessimist, so let's go.
Let's go. Ah, you know, oddly enough, that reminds me of like a Aventador or something.
I think it looks pretty simple. There's no way of making it out
there's
that way.
absolutely none. Does it feel any different right now?
No. Usually you can't feel it until it's like going a bit quicker.
All right.
I love this corner. That looks rock solid. Yeah, you get a little bit of shake, but nothing crazy. God, I do have to say, Ben, you built a real dickhead car. I love this thing.
I love this thing, it's great.
Yeah, I think you're good on the handbrake, though.
Yeah, I think it just needed a good bleed.
Yeah.
And then I guess the front wheels are just wheels.
It was the wheels.
Do it.
He put the Varstones on. That's it. You just can't. Actually, I don't even know if it's Varston. I think it's Varoston.
Varstonen?
Varoston.
Veloster?
Veloster. It's Hyundai Veloster wheels.
Yeah, they make good stuff.
That smile right there only means one thing.
I love being right.
Oh God.
Did you find some stupid Audi for sale?
No, that it was the scallop tires. Something that's simple and easy. Yo,
Look how smug. Look how smug.
right. Something awesome.
Well, as Brian said yesterday, I don't like having to argue with people because I'm always right.
It's a waste of time, you know.
So this is what we were talking about. So if you look in here, there's like a pinch weld up here, right? That was flattened out.
There's no way we're gonna see that, but all right.
Hold on, let me hook.
Oh, get the Milwaukee.
Let me get the construction.
Get the Milwaukee.
So there's a pinch weld right here, and you can see there's like a bunch of contact right there.
Oh yeah.
See, so it rubs here, and I guess I didn't flatten it out enough here, so the tire was grabbing that.
It's so gross. It's so gross.
Wow, yeah, that's chunked out.
So the tire, this is actually not a 615 groove here.
Yeah.
So this peeled the whole tire off, and then I guess as it continued to wear, being driven, that must have caused a really massive imbalance. Do you ever see someone with so much precision with such a blunt object? But we did put Hertz tires on, and I drove the car and it didn't wobble, but Hurt also doesn't balance his wheels because he just uses it for like track use and stuff, so you probably don't notice it. So,
What are you saying about Hertz average track speeds?
what are you saying?
I'm not
about,
saying anything.
What?
Second gear jammers.
Anyway, So we solved 2 things today, kind of.
So we bled the handbrake, bled it a bunch of times, checked for leaks, it seems good, that works, and then gave the car a good old nut and bolt check with all the boys just to find out that my tires are bad. So I feel good because now I feel like everything's tight, good to go.
I like nothing more than sitting around under a car, everyone thinking they know what's better. The wood solved it.
Yeah.
If anything, if we learned anything here, we knew that some worn out tires brought a bunch of friends together to hang out in the shop and just talk about cars. Look, Alex drove down from West
He
LA.
came down just for the consulting.
Still no idea what a reservoir is. But
So, I mean, we didn't learn anything, but the friendship was good, the bonding was great, the lunch was mediocre.
Oh, no, did you see what Dan was eating? We ordered from the wrong place.
We totally did. We totally did. We should have gotten Nikes.
What do we do now? Do we scream that's a wrap on these?
I don't know. We have to do that every day. It's really tiring.
All right, pump it. This isn't working out. The cactus cooler drain's not working out.
I think you need a bit of a funnel there.
Using a cactus cooler to catch the brake.
It's just like pouring onto his hand.
All right. It's not working at all. I was just trying to keep the shop clean, but we don't have any of the proper tools.